Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth. We're looking at scattered rain on and off, some sun on and off, just kind of one of those wacky days, depending on what time you're out and about. Be about 80 for the high, and apparently we're going to get a little of this for the next few days, at least, it seems. So
It's okay.
Yeah.
Now, you know, I had an appointment to get my nails done last Monday. I was sick. I couldn't do it. I have an appointment today. I better get there. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Is it just your fingernails or toes?
Yes.
What do we do?
No, just the fingernails today. Supposed to do it a week ago, so I'm hoping everything goes well with that.
All right, a little gossip with the women over there?
Oh, you never know. We never tell. See, never tell.
We going to show the picture of Maeve as Minnie Mouse?
Of course. Are you crazy?
Yeah, of course you will. I understand. You should as well, because she's very, very cute. Well done.
Yes. Thank you.
Cande, as we previously mentioned, I took a long weekend. We went to visit a couple of colleges.
Now, let's set the scene. It was you. It was Dana. It was Leah.
That's it.
That's it. Now, the other two stayed home. Now, the artist known as Tony, was he prepared to watch those two?
Yeah, it was no big deal. You know, as long as Elijah has his snacks and his iPad, he's fine. I'm sure there was no issue there. Abigail spent, I think, one night here and then one night at a friend's house that he drove her over to. So,
Grandpa makes good.
Yeah, no, it was fine. It was fine. Not a tough task. He was here anyway, you know, getting ready for another week of work on his buddy's house. So it was all good. So, and I have to say, much better, just me, Dana, and Leah. Also...
Oh, those kids would have been miserable, as would I. I would have been miserable on a trip like that.
Well, they would have enjoyed the hotels and some of the food, but may I say, doing this with only 3 people instead of 5, that, you know, saves a little bit of money when you're out and about.
Does.
That's for sure.
No question about that.
All right, so just to set the scene, it is early for Leah to go looking at colleges. She's only going into her junior year. However, as you know, I like to plan ahead, and here's the deal. She's got tennis season from mid-August till end of October, early November. And then you're into Thanksgiving. And then you're into Christmas. Before you know it, you're staring down the barrel of spring in 2025. So I said, you know what? Let's go see a few colleges over the summer. Let's get a little head start, right? Do you like that plan, first of all?
Of course, Evan and I, we didn't travel far, but we did NYU, we did Pace, we did a few around near, you know, us, and it was great. I loved it.
So, we decided to first drive all the way up to Geneseo, which is, give or take, about 6.5 hours away.
Oh, that's a ride.
To give you a perspective, it's about an hour and a half from the Canadian border, give or take. It's 40 minutes from the next biggest city, which is Rochester.
People rave about Rochester. See it all the time.
So we drive up, and can I tell you, it is in the middle of nowhere, Cande.
Perfect. Nobody can get into any trouble.
The city of Geneseo is literally, like, when I tell you there are more cows than people, that is a fact. They proudly claim that on the tour of the school.
I like that. I prefer that.
Some of the prettiest farmland, the last hour and a half, 2 hours, in between Binghamton and Geneseo, some of the prettiest farmland and scenery I've ever seen in my life, driving.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous, right? You know what scared me at first? You ever see those big turning things, those energy wind things?
Yes. They're
right?
Very prevalent upstate.
Oh my God, they are gigantic. That's not even the word. They are enormous.
I saw them up in Ithaca.
So I had never seen them before. And when you first come around the bend and you're driving on the highway and you see them, it's like aliens have landed on our planet. It was the wackiest thing.
I love it.
Yeah. Pretty cool to see. The town of Geneseo, very nice, very cute, not much going on.
Is it very collegey?
I say no for this. Well, yes and no.
Coffee shops,
Well,
bars.
all right, here's what you have to understand. The main drag of Geneseo is 2 blocks long. It's literally, their main street is 2 blocks. And when I tell you, they close down in the summer. The stores on Main Street shut down when the college empties out for the summer. So
I can imagine. Oh, wow. It's really a college town.
it's really like the population of the town doubles when the college is open.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
Now, did Leah like it?
Okay, so I'll just finish up on that. There's a lot of cool stuff. There is a Wegmans, by the way, in Geneseo.
I've never been to a Wegmans.
Love the Wegmans. It's great. Leah absolutely loved. I'd say we all loved Geneseo. Just the whole vibe, the look, the scenery. The campus is not huge at all. It only has about 5,000 students. It is a really beautiful area and definitely a good school. And she loved it. It's on the list, Candy, for sure.
Did you take a tour of the dorms?
Yes, we saw typical looking dorm. Reminded me of something I stayed in when I went to college, like typical, the dorms, the dining hall. Yeah, the whole, the usual whatever what you think a dorm looks like. That's what it looked like. And yeah, it was nice. We took a tour. And the place was nice, and definitely one of the tops. And we've only seen a couple schools, but one of the tops on her list. She really liked it there. She really did.
Well, that's the most important part.
Yeah. Stayed over at one of the few hotels that are in the town. They get a pretty penny for the hotel room, Candy, because
I bet.
Doesn't seem there are that many in the
and
town.
And if she decides to go there, you better book your rooms for the entire year if you want one.
You're not kidding. We went to some restaurant, and it was fine. It was fine. But when I tell you, there is nothing going on in that town. It is quiet, man. It is quiet. Yeah.
But the food was good. The restaurant was nice. You had a good time.
It was fun. Yes, absolutely. Then we wake up Saturday. We get there Friday night. Saturday was the tour. After the tour, we checked out of the hotel, and then we drove to Binghamton. It was about...
Now, how long was the tour?
2 hours.
And were there other students taking the tour?
Oh, yes, plenty.
How many?
There were a couple of tour groups and probably, 50, 60 people.
When we did NYU, there was maybe a dozen people on the tour with us. The tour guide was funny. He could have had his own show. He made it so much fun.
We had the same thing at both schools, and I'll get to the second one in a second. But yes, absolutely funny. And look, they're trained. They're trained to sell the school. They're salesmen.
Well, they were doing an excellent job because I wanted to sign up.
Yes. No, they did a great job, the tour guide. And we had a lot of people there with us. And as far as, other people on the tour, it was excellent. After the tour, we checked out of the hotel. It was an early tour. We got out of there. We drove the 2 hours and 15 minutes to Binghamton.
Oh.
Not bad. By the way, Leah said this too. After our trip to Nashville, which we drove 17 hours each way.
Oh, my goodness.
This is nothing.
Nothing.
This is nothing. We are so trained for this, it's not even funny.
It's true.
2 hours, 15 minutes back to Binghamton, which is kind of like back to civilization because at least you're in like a bigger city.
Yes, where people live all year round, no matter what the school is doing.
That's right. There's things going on. And remember, I attended Binghamton for 3 years or so I'm familiar with the town. We stayed over Saturday night. Went to an incredible Italian restaurant, Cortez, it was called. It was recommended by the hotel lobby, and it was great. Wake up Sunday morning, we go to the school, and the tour was at 10 o'clock, and I have to tell you, I attended Binghamton in the early 90s. What they have done, it was good then. What they have done on that campus and to that school in the last 30-some-odd years is incredible. The tour was definitely a good one. The school
Now
knows
you
what they're
have your
doing.
nephew going there in the fall.
I can see why people go there. First of all, it's ranked as one of the, if not the top public university in the country, Candy. It is.
Oh, well, excuse me.
It is
Isn't
known.
your nephew starting
He
in the
is.
fall?
Owen is at the engineering school in the fall. Yeah.
Gotcha.
What they have created there, there's new dorms and buildings and the technology and the services they have for the kids and the different things. It was impressive. I'm not gonna lie. There is a reason. If you're looking at colleges, your kid has to feel comfortable wherever they go. Ultimately, it's up to them, right? But I understand why people attend Binghamton. It's an impressive tour. There's no doubt about it.
Love it.
Yeah.
And which one did she like better
No,
is the question.
We still have a bunch over the next year and a half we're going to investigate, but she liked both a lot. She does not want a huge school. Now, Binghamton's not huge, but it's 3 times the amount of kids as Geneseo. So, there's that. But she loved them both, and she's got plenty of time. We're looking at other places as well.
Where else does she want to look?
We'll say next weekend.
Does that annoy you? Is that an annoying question for you?
Because some of them are reach schools, right? So she wants to see, I think I told you this, she wants to take a look at an Ivy League school, even though it's a reach to get in. We are going this weekend to see Dartmouth up in New Hampshire.
Very nice. Princeton is beautiful. I took the tour just to take one. It was beautiful.
Right. I've heard about Princeton. The other thing I told her.
NYU was highly impressive. That's all I have to say.
She doesn't want to be in the city. She wants the farmland and the one thing I did tell her is, I said, look, we saw 2 SUNYs. We've seen a local school. We went to Hofstra. We're going to go see an Ivy. I said, after that, we could go see a couple, but you apply where you want to apply, and if you get in somewhere, then we can go visit.
Of course, you got plenty of time.
Right, plenty of time. The one thing I did learn, my alma mater, Hofstra, is out, Candy. She no longer has interest in that.
She doesn't want to stay on Long Island.
No, she thought originally she might want to, but I can tell you, as good as they are, Hofstra and Stony Brook, great schools. She does not want to be on the island. She fell in love.
Too close.
No,
Way too close.
The idea of being away after seeing Geneseo and Binghamton, that's now on the table. Yes, she wants to be away. Mm-hmm.
And smartly so.
And we came back yesterday, got back about 6 o'clock at night, and all is well. Here we are. So
wonderful.
The journey continues. All right?
It does.
We are less than 20 minutes to your bald and the beautiful entertainment, everything from Nashville to Hollywood. We've got your national days, good news stories, late 8 o'clock hour. We'll tell you what one woman did at a prison for National Lasagna Day. You're going to love this story.
Wow.
Yeah, that and more. A little bit of rain on and off, sunshine on and off, about 80 for the high. Let's hit the roads. My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.